And we are back with some WAFL football. It's week 15. The Golden Eagles and the Elks on Thursday night football. And Bijan Robinson getting the running game going early. Runs it down to the 2, and then second and goal. Takes the toss, breaks a tackle, and gets into the end zone for the score. It's 10-0 early for the Elks. And Anthony Richardson, he's going to get sacked. Marcus Lawrence getting in there. So the Golden Eagles keeping it close. But the Golden Eagle line breaking down as well. Matthew Judon with the sack. End of the first half. Richardson looking to pass, but he takes off running up the middle in a little struggle and push through at the end. Gets him over the goal line. The Elks up 17 now. And so second half, play action. Richardson hits Rashad Bateman, and he's just going to burn the rest of the secondary for another score. The Elks 24. The Golden Eagles 3 now in the fourth. The Golden Eagles, though, they're not giving up. That's Kurt Benkert to his receiver, Alan Lazard, down 17. With under 2 minutes to go, the Golden Eagles need a few things to break their way. This would be one of them. The kick return going past the 50, 40, 30 to the 20. Finally caught past the 20. So if they punch this one in on fourth down, they might be back in this game. But the off-balance throw can't connect, and so the Elks are going to win it 27-10. They're 9-6, and in the lead of the NFC West, the Golden Eagles now 5-10. Now we go to Albuquerque. The Aviators and the Riverhogs going head-to-head. Here's Deshaun Watson throwing. DK Metcalf catching this one inside the 5, but it's fourth and goal. They can't punch it in. Watson steps up, and the ball is caught, but a yard short, so we're tied at 3. Aviators defense doing its job, and then the offense driving. 3rd and 10 now for the Aviators. Jordan Love avoids pressure, throws it away. So another field goal will get 6-3 Aviators. Now Deshaun Watson. Riverhogs in the red zone. He's going to scoot for the first down, but a yard short of the end zone. And so from the 1, they go to the air, and Metcalf gets the touchdown. Riverhogs up 10-6. In the third, Aviators with the ball. Jordan Love takes a huge sack, and so Riverhogs taking over. And Watson getting intercepted, puts the Aviators back in this one. They're only down 7 with 2 minutes to go. Love goes towards the sideline. Pass complete. 1:30 to go. Play action. Jordan Love scanning. Looks left, but throws across his body. Cade Otton is there. Nice play to tie this one up at 13, so 30 seconds to go. And now Watson with the ball. He goes over the middle. The receiver takes a tough hit, but that's enough to put him in field goal range. 16-13. Love, he's got just a few seconds, and he completes a pass, but that's not going to do it. He goes out of bounds. Riverhogs win it at the last second, 16-13. They're 8-5-1, and they're a wild card team going into next week. Now we head to San Diego. It's the Sentinels and the Caps, and Caps ball. 1st and goal. Mahomes slings it to Evan Ingram for the touchdown. They're up 7-0. Then in the second, Mahomes, he's buying time. He's throwing across the middle to his receiver, Chris Olave. Second passing touchdown, 14-zip. Sentinel ball. And the Caps defense forcing the fumble. They recover it. And then Mahomes is going to get his 3rd touchdown pass, this time to Chris Godwin, spreading the wealth. This Caps team 24-0. End of the second. More defense for the Caps. They're doing everything. Sacks, interceptions. Kirby Joseph with the touchdown, 31-3. And the Caps aren't done. In the third, it's Mahomes, this time to Alec Pierce. So another receiver getting the ball. 38-3. Sentinels, they finally get something going. Dobbs throws a laser down the sideline for the touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with the score. So 38-10. And the Sentinels, they're bombing it deep. Hail Mary offense, and it's working this time to Michael Pittman. That brings the score to 38-17, but too little, too late. The Caps win in dominating fashion, but they're in a tough spot. Even if the Antlers and Steamers lose, they're still not in the wild card. Next, we go to the Bisons and the Wizards. The Bisons, they've tied 2 straight games. Will they tie again? Well, we start with a punt. That's weird enough. And the Bisons cough it up. The Wizards do the old punt fumble rooski. So they go up 7-3. Special teams and Cam Smith with the score. 3rd and 5 now for the Wizards. Brock Purdy slinging it deep, and Tyreek Hill, he's got more than a step all the way to the end zone. So now the Wizards, they have the Bisons on upset alert. 14-9. Last few seconds of the third as Jameis Winston to Darius Slayton at the 1. Beginning of the 4th. Hand off to Cook. Too easy. He walks in. Gets the 1 inch for the score. Now the Bisons up 1. 2-point conversion. Stuffed. So 1 point lead now. Bisons get the ball back. Cook on 3rd down. Stuffed again. So field goal unit comes out. Only a 4-point lead. The Wizards can win it with a touchdown. Field goal's no good here. Swatted away on 3rd down. 4th and 8. Purdy gets sacked. Dexter Lawrence comes in to save the day for the Bisons. They score the final 15 points to go 10-3-2 and clinch the AFC South in a home playoff game. Now in Buenos Aires, the Nighthawks go against the Huskies. Husky ball in the second, down 3. The pass from Herbert goes to Amir Abdullah to the 1-yard line, and then back to the back. Gets the last yard that he needed. So Amir Abdullah scores. The Huskies take the lead, and then in the second, they add to it. Abdullah gets his second touchdown in a row. 14-3. 2 minutes to go in the first half, and Bryce Young throws a nice ball over 3 Huskies, and Hunter Renfrow breaks a tackle. He's gone up the sideline. We have a game 14-10, 17-10 now in the third, and it's Christian McCaffrey. Sheds 1 tackle, spins out of another, stays inbounds, bounces all the way down to the 2, and then they're going to let him finish what he started. He falls forward in the end zone. We're tied up at 17, then 20-17 in the fourth. Bryce Young, he's still dealing, hits his tight end towards the sideline, and then 3rd and 4, they convert. Nighthawks, they're driving 2nd and goal from the 1, play action, and he zips it. Young to the lineman, Dan Moore. What's he doing in there? 24-20. Nighthawks defense on 3rd down stops the Huskies, so now the Huskies need a stop on 3rd down, but they can't get it. The Nighthawks are able to pull off the upset, 24-20, run out the clock. They're 5-10. The Huskies now lost 2 in a row. They're 9-6. Now we go to the Memphis Blues versus the Austin Armadillos. And Armadillos on 3rd down, it's Goff lofting a nice pass into the end zone, and Brandon Cooks comes down with it. Nice catch. Now Blues ball, 1st and 10. Aaron Jones skips away from the defender and runs this one all the way down inside the 10-yard line, setting him up with a nice 1st and goal. And then on 3rd goal, they strike. The catch by Michael Mayer for the touchdown ties this one up. Now Blues, they're pinned back deep on 3rd and 4. Russell Wilson slips away from a tackle and delivers a strike downfield. What a nice pass. And then 3rd and 10, under 2 minutes to go. The Blues keep on driving. Diggs catches that one over the middle. 1st and goal now, a minute to go. Nice catch by 84 Mercedes Lewis. Big Dog gets the Blues up 17-7. Now here's Goff. Under pressure, just ragdolled around by the Blues defense. But they kick a field goal, down 7. Still in it. They need to stop, though, on 3rd and 2. And they get it. Aaron Jones' stuff. The Blues, though, they're going for it. They say inches, we've got inches. And we've got the win 17-10. The Blues go to 10-5 and stay just a half game ahead of the Riverhogs in the north. Now to Vancouver. It's the 3-11 Lumberjacks versus the 10-4 Thunderbirds. Lumberjack Mac throwing a nice ball deep downfield. They're playing like they're 10-4. Fullback dive, denied. So 4th and goal, the Lumberjacks, they're feeling feisty. They're going for it. Saquon Barkley gets it with ease. 7-3 in the second. Lumberjacks driving again, and Darnell Mooney wide open down the seam. And so 3rd and goal, they go back to Saquon. He gets in, score 14-6. End of the second. The Thunderbirds, though, score with 20 seconds to go. Chase Claypool was open, and so down 1 in the third. The Thunderbirds strike again. No, he's out of bounds, so out comes the kicker. They're going to take the lead, though, 16-14. Top of the 4th, Mac Jones slings it across the middle. He's got a wide open tight end. That's Fant. 2nd and goal. Hand off to Saquon. Nice cutback. Cuts on a dime and goes through the middle of the end zone. Lumberjacks go back up 21-16, and then Mac throwing to his left. And he throws an interception. They got to run out the clock. Instead, they get a pick six. Lumberjack Mac, boneheaded Mac, Mike Jackson, senior, 2-point conversion for the Thunderbirds. No good. So now we have a 1-point game after a field goal, 4-point game minutes ago. And Lumberjack Mac's safety to end this one. The line breaking down. The Thunderbirds flying high, 11-4. One of the hottest teams in the WAFL. They clinched playoff spot. Now to Brooklyn, the Snowhawks and the Dragons. Snowhawks, they can clinch the AFC East with a win. And here's Trevor Lawrence trying to get a first down on the ground, but he's going to be stripped. This Dragons defense, hold on. We need to look at the replay. And right cheek down, Trevor Lawrence gets away with one. So they're going to get the kicking unit out for 3 points. But Dragons with the ball, top of the second. Murray throwing, spinning. And they get this ball down to the 2-yard line. Ready to punch it in now is the fullback. Jelani Woods, tight end / fullback with that one. 10-3 now, Snowhawk ball. Trevor Lawrence zips it towards the sideline. Sets him up with the field goal with just 2 seconds before the half. And so 4-point game now in the third. There's Lawrence, a wide open Sterling Shepard. Snowhawks take the lead. Dragons down 3. In field goal range after the sack. They can tie it up. The kick is good, 13-all. We go into the fourth. Lawrence nearly intercepted. Thanks to the drop, they can get 3 points and take the lead 16-13. But fourth down, they have to kick again. So Dragons down 6. They can still win it with a touchdown. Murray throws. He's intercepted. That's the league leader, Trevon Diggs, coming up with that one. And so Snowhawks defense seals the game. The Dragons lose, and they're 7-8. Snowhawks 11-4, clinch that division and a home playoff game. Now we go to Houston, the 3-11 Oilers versus the 4-10 Tigers. Draft picks on the line. Hendon Hooker to Christian Kirk to get the lead for the Tigers. Loser might be looking at the 3rd draft pick in this year's draft. But Justin Jefferson brings the Oilers down to the 6th. On 3rd and goal, though, Will Levis is sacked. They'll settle for the field goal, but that gives them the lead, 9-7, after 3 field goals. Hendon Hooker on the run. He's going to be sacked, too. Sam Hubbard in on that one. Tigers for the lead. They got it. They're up 1 in the 4th, still up 1. And the play action pass is working. There's Kirk again, his 2nd touchdown pass. 17-9. The Oilers down 1 possession. Does the receiver get 2 feet down? Hard to tell. I think so. The refs say yes. They need a 2-point conversion to tie, and they've got it. 17-17, minute 30 for the Tigers. Hendon Hooker been playing a good game, but intercepted in the final 2 minutes by Kazir White. And so the Oilers now with great field position. They're going to run it down and kick it with 10 seconds to go. So the Oilers look like they have this one. Tigers do have a few seconds left for Hendon Hooker to uncork a bomb. Hail Mary, out of bounds. So no miracles this time. Final score 20-17. The Oilers win, but the Tigers, they got the tiebreaker for a better pick. Now we go to the Dreadnoughts and the Desperados. Desperados have taken the NFC South over by storm. They can clinch it with a win. Trey Lance to Trey McBride down inside the 5. Then on 1st and goal, they hand off to Travis Etienne for the touchdown. Desperados up 10-3, under 2 minutes to go, and Geno Smith intercepted. That's the overtime hero of last week, William Jackson. Then 1st and 10, Trey Lance throwing, Corey Davis in for the score. Desperados up 17-3. Now 1st and 10, San Antonio. Pass is caught by CeeDee Lamb. He fumbles it, and the ball is kicked loose. It rolls all the way downfield near the 26-yard line, and Tyler Boyd scoops it up. Is this legal? That's a touchdown. Okay, so the Dreadnoughts make it a 7-point game. Desperados are driving, though, in the 4th. Trey Lance pass complete to Max Williams for the score, so 17-point game. Dreadnoughts, Geno Smith firing to the end zone, and the back shoulder fade to John Mechie gets the score. Down 7 on 3rd and 9. If the Dreadnoughts can get a stop, they're in this, but they can't stop the passing attack. Desperados hang on 24-17. What a bizarre fumble play that was. But no problem for the Desperados. They clinched the NFC South. Now we go to Monarchs versus Mounties. Mounties will clinch a playoff berth with a win. The Monarchs, they're 7-7. They're trying to stay in the hunt, and this is not going to help. Jarvis Landry fumbles the opening kickoff. Aaron Rodgers, he's back in from Malik Willis. He's healthy again and throwing to Dawson Knox for the score. Mounties up 10-3 in the second. Here's Lamar back to pass. Sees an opening to his right and takes it. Runs out and up. Huge gain on the ground for the first down. Getting 40 yards. And now 1st and 10 from the 22. This time he'll go left on the ground. 3rd and 9. Just about 2 minutes to go. This time the Monarchs go and screen, and it takes them down to the 1. But on 4th and 1, they opt to kick for it. So down 4. Here's Aaron Rodgers throwing back to the tight end, setting him up with a last-second kick before the half. So we're back to a 7-point game. Lamar in the 3rd, throwing down the sideline. Keenan Allen stays in bounds, so 1st and goal from the 2. Jameson Williams caps off the drive with a receiving touchdown, getting down on the ground. We're tied at 13. Minute to go in the 3rd. Terry McLaurin, drag route for the end zone, so Mounties back up 7, 2013. Lamar steps up in the pocket, looked like he had room to run, but he's intercepted by Micah Hyde, who runs it out to about the 2-yard line, so the offense backed way up, and Kareem Hunt can't escape his own end zone. That's a safety, and so here the Monarchs are. A touchdown can win it on 4th and 15. Swatted away, and the Monarchs will lose by 5. Final score 20-15. The Mounties win. They're 10-5 and clinch a playoff berth. Next up at Shamrocks Orbits. Shamrocks looking to lock down the NFC East with a win. The Orbits trying to get their mojo back. They've lost 4 straight. Jalen Hurts to the end zone. Touchdown looking good to start. Juwan Johnson with the catch. 7-0. End of the first half. Shamrocks are moving the ball. They're taking away some points into halftime. 7-3 in the 3rd. CJ Stroud play action. A lot of time in the pocket. Nice ball. A wide open target. Orbit's defense lost complete sight of DJ Moore. And then now in the red zone, Devin Singletary takes the carry and goes into the end zone. So Shamrocks take the 10-7 lead. But the Orbits, they're throwing. Hurts to Addison. Jordan Addison, it's a sprint for the pylon. He gets in. Orbits take back the lead. And so 14-10 with under 2 minutes to go. CJ Stroud slinging it out to Corey Davis. Davis fumbles it, and usually it's the Orbits who cough it up. The refs, they have to take a look at it, and they say his knee was down. So the Shamrocks are bailed out. And very next play, CJ Stroud goes to his main man, Jahan Dotson. How many times have we seen it? Dotson explode for the end zone. 17-14 now. Hurts staying alive, driving downfield. Under 30 seconds to go. Hurts sacked. Sweat was in there for the sack, and they attempt the game-tying field goal as time expires, but it's wide left. The kicker's beside himself. The Orbits lose another one. 17-14 is the final. Shamrocks clinch a spot in the playoffs. The Orbits, they're out. Now to our Sunday night matchup. The Steamers at Pioneers in Portland. Handing off to Nick Chubb, getting the rushing game going. Chubb breaks off a huge gain inside the red zone. But on 3rd and goal, Chubb, he is bottled up. 4th and goal is a kick. And so this game's tied at 3 midway through the second. There's Josh Rosen going to the sideline. Nice catch by T. Higgins. And then 3rd and 7. Rosen, oh, he's sacked. He's sandwiched between a couple of Steamers. So they'll stop for the field goal. So 9-3 later in the 3rd. It's an all field goal game. Then on 3rd down, it's Burrow to Drake London getting into the goal. 3rd and goal, Austin Hooper takes the carry. He fumbles it. This ball has got some juice. It's popping around and out of bounds. That's a touchback. Pioneers kick another field goal, up 12-3, and then this. Higgins catches the touchdown pass from Rosen. They're up 18-3, the Pioneers. Now it's Burrow to DeAndre Hopkins for a big gain nearing the red zone. They need 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. And so Drake London catching this at the 2, 1st and goal, 2 minutes to go. Standing tall in the pocket, Burrow finally delivers it. Jonathan Mingo with the score, and so down 8, the Steamers with a minute left. No timeouts. Airing it out, there's Hopkins again, hurrying it up. 3rd and 10, 30 seconds. Burrow, clean pocket, strike over the middle. 4th and 1, they just need 1 yard. Burrow rolls right, throws, and the defense for the Pioneers steps up, swats it away. They win it 18-10. Steamers 8 and 7. Pioneers 3 and 12. Now we head to Monday night, part 1 in Sacramento. It's Condors Redwoods. There's the MVP leader, Justin Fields, throwing a nice ball to Mark Andrews, and Andrews sheds a tackle and has nothing but room in front of him. One man to beat, and that man hits him a little late, but touchdown anyways. Condors go up 7-0. Now 3rd and 10 for the Redwoods. Baker's looking to throw to his left, and Derek Stingley jumps the route, evades a tackler, and he may take this one to the house. Oh, Derrick Henry has his eyes on him. Touchdown saving tackle, Derrick Henry. But Condors have the ball at the 2, and Justin Fields runs right around everybody and trucks his way into the end zone. Touchdown, 14-0. On the cusp of a touchdown again, Fields takes it on the ground, securing this MVP talk. Justin Fields with another score, 21-3. This time Fields hands it to Elijah Mitchell, and Mitchell is 1 yard short. So let's let the other back try. Darrell Henderson falls into the end zone for the score. Condors are running away with this thing, 28-3 in the 4th. Baker Mayfield, he launches this one for the end zone, goes over the DB's head. That one looked dangerous, but Juwan Jennings comes down with it, 28-10. And here's Derrick Henry, next possession, untouched. Just goes straight on through, 28-17, 2 minutes to go. Baker, he's baking. Are the Redwoods back in this thing? They're about to score on the 1 yard line now. Baker throws, intercepted again, a crippling interception that would have made this a 1-score game. The Condors hold on 28-17. Sacramento still the league's best record, 12-3. Redwoods, they're 6 and 9. Now for Monday night, part 2 in Paris, the Voyagers and the Dak Knights. Here's Dak Prescott on 2nd down. Some pressure in his face, and he throws it anyway, intercepted. Voyagers going to have the ball near the red zone, already up 3. Darnold to tight end Mike Gesicki. He gets the ball over the goal line, so 10-0 now, Voyagers up. Later in the second, it's 13-3, and here's Prescott. Got a lot of room in front and a block. Slides down at the 10. 2nd and 3, read option. Dak doing a lot of running, kind of weaves his way into the end zone there. Close game now, 10-13. Last few seconds before the half, and the draw play gets the first down. So we're going to get this thing all tied up at 13 at the half. 13-13 still. 2 minutes in the 3rd, and Sam Darnold is sacked. Javon Walker gets there. So Voyagers kicking, 16-13. Voyagers with the lead and the ball. Nice play fake. Darnold now throws. Jump ball caught by Gesicki. Nice play. Austin Eckler runs the rest of the way in, and so Voyagers increasing their lead now, 23-13. Under 2 minutes to go, 3rd and 1, and they're going to run this one out. The Dak Knights have no timeouts, 23-13. The Voyagers win it. They're currently looking at a wild card matchup at 9-6. And here we go, part 3 of our Monday night triple header. Antlers and Bulls. Bulls up 3 already in the second, and Gardner Minshew in for Tua. Oof, missed that one badly. But they kick, and it's good, so 6-0. Antlers ball now. Josh Allen throwing across the middle, fits that ball in there. 4th and goal for the Antlers. Is Allen going to run it? No, he comes back up and hits Tyler Lockett across the middle. So Antlers take the 1-point lead and carry it all the way to the 4th. But here are the Bulls, and Minshew, lots of time in the pocket. Throws it down the right sideline. Kadarius Toney gets out of bounds. Now 2nd and goal. Minshew to the tight end, Chris Manhertz. 2-point conversion coming up. Handoff. Oof. Absolutely stuffed. DeAndre Swift going nowhere. So 12-7. Josh Allen, he's going on the ground and picking up some big yardage, breaking a tackle down near the 20. He's finally brought out of bounds, and so 2nd and goal. Allen with not an ounce of pressure around him, throws it in a leaping Michael Gallup. Nice grab for the score. Antlers, they're going for 2. Up 1. Allen's feeling scrambly. Key block there kept him from getting sacked, and he dives over the goal line. Antlers up 3, but the Bulls have a minute 30 in all 3 timeouts. It might be too much time for Minshew. Minshew throwing it deep, receiver 2 feet in, so 2nd and goal from the 8 now. The Bulls firing back in the end zone. The tight end hangs on as he's getting hit. Cole Kmet, good hands on him. 19-15, Antlers. 40 seconds in 1 timeout. Allen completes the pass, and the tight end just won't go down. So 1st and 10, only 13 seconds. Pass is caught. Josh Jacobs, he gets out of bounds. 10 seconds left. 1st and goal. Josh Allen. Is he going to run it? No, he throws it. Throws it out the back of the end zone. 2nd and goal. Allen again. This time, pressure. He throws it away. 2 seconds left. Will it be another Antler last-second win or a Bulls goal line stand? The Bulls defense steps up, swats it away. So the Bulls win it 19-15. They go to 7-8 on the year. The Antlers drop to 8-7. And so going into the playoff picture, no change in the AFC from last week, but in the NFC, the Huskies loss and the Voyager win means those 2 teams switched places. And so that means the Voyagers are currently the 6th seed and the Huskies are the 7th. Next, let's take a quick look at the players of the week for week 16. In the NFC, it was Bryce Young and Michael Jackson. And then the Caps, they dominated in the AFC, so they get 2, Patrick Mahomes and Logan Wilson. Speaking of Patrick Mahomes, he's currently leading the league in yards, 3,828, and 31 touchdowns to go along with it, followed by Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence, just a few yards behind him. Then in rushing, it's Javonte Williams leading the league with 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns, followed by Derrick Henry and Bijan Robinson, each with 1,000 of their own at 2 and 3. And then in receiving, it's Tyreek Hill at number 1, nearly 1,300 yards, followed by Devontae Adams at number 2, 1,189, and followed very closely at number 3, Amari Cooper, 1,181. And then on defense, Aaron Donald not only leads the league in sacks, but has entered the record books with his 23rd sack, makes him the single-season record holder. And then in tackles, Dre Greenlaw, not in the record books, but he does have the most solo tackles so far this season. And then there's Trevon Diggs. He got his 8th interception this week. He leads the league. But when it comes to the league's MVP, Justin Fields is the front runner. He's been number 1 here at the top spot for a couple of weeks, followed by Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and Aaron Donald, a man who is breaking sack records. And now let's move to the standings to see who has clinched a playoff berth. Well, we know the Condors, they did it last week. They're at number 1, 12-3. This week, though, we have 5 new teams claiming a playoff spot. It's the Shamrocks, Thunderbirds, Bisons, Snowhawks, and Mounties. But if we go division by division, you can see the Blues haven't clinched anything despite having 10 wins because the River Hogs are only a half game back, and the Antlers, they're still a viable wild card team. And when it comes to the AFC South, the Bisons have it locked down. They're 10-3-2, the weirdest record ever, but they're playing well. And the Dreadnoughts, Armadillos, and Oilers, they are just too far behind. And in the AFC East, the Snowhawks have clinched it. They're 11-4. Steamers and Caps, they're going to have to fight it out to see which one of those 2 teams can make the wild card. And the Orbits, they can forget about it. They are free falling. And then the West was won by the Condors. We know that. But the Sentinels, the only other team in the West with a chance, they're going to need a few things to break their way, and they got to win their final 2 or else they're out. Now we go to the NFC, the North, as close as ever. Thunderbirds, Mounties, Huskies, all potential playoff teams. Who will win the division? All depends on these final 2 weeks, and some of these teams are going to play each other. So stay tuned. Then the NFC South, it's belonged to the Desperados for a while, but now they have officially clinched it. They're 9-6 and will host a playoff game in the wild card round. And then in the NFC East, the Shamrocks, they've clinched a spot in the playoffs, but not the division. If they fall off the wagon here and the Voyagers win the rest, we could be looking at a Paris Voyagers divisional win. And then there's the NFC West, which doesn't look like it's up for grabs, but the Monarchs, Bulls, Elks are all in play for the division. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Can the Elks finish the job? They started out so strong, but there's always a chance you slide down the stretch, just like the Orbits have. A losing streak of 5 games. They're now 6-8-1. What could have been, they were looking so strong. And then right behind them, the Tigers, the Lumberjacks, we knew they would be bad, but the Black Knights, they were 6-5, now 6-9 after losing 4 straight. But on the other side, we have some teams in the WAFL that have caught fire. The Brooklyn Snowhawks have won 5 straight. They're 11-4, looking great. Thunderbirds, Voyagers, Desperados, they've won 4 All of these teams seemingly peaking at the right time. We'll see if it means playoff success or not. And so there we have it. Week 16 stats and standings is done. But looking ahead to Week 17, the first 2 games of the schedule, 11-4 Snowhawks, 10-5 Blues, followed by the Thunderbirds and Shamrocks, both at 11-4. 2 great games to start off the Week 17 matchups. The playoffs are so close, just 2 weeks away. I can't wait. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in Week 17.